Hi guys, welcome back. Right, so last October, Daughtry released a new single called The Dam. Now, as we know, rock rarely charts in the mainstream these days. But on streaming and on YouTube, this has really found its audience. It's nearly 3 million views on YouTube so far as recording of this video, which is just amazing. So I thought we should take a look at it. And who better to have on as a guest for this kind of material than my good pal Mark Clower. Mark Clower, how are you, mate?
Morning, man. Good to be with you again.
It's amazing to have you back. Thanks for coming back. Okay, so Mark, Daughtry and Chris Daughtry, who is obviously the lead singer and who the band took their name, bit Bon Jovi style. Now, I saw on Lee Spencer's review on Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews that you had mailed him about this song. You emailed him and you said, Lee, you've got to take a listen to this. And Lee loved this track.
Yeah.
What I didn't get from Lee's video was what your thoughts were on it. So that's why I wanted to have you on. What were your initial thoughts on this song when it was released back in October?
Absolutely blown away. I was not expecting this direction, anything this heavy, and I had wished for it for a long time. So when I saw the video for the song "The Dam," I clicked on it, and I was just not expecting that, and it made the hair on my arm stand up when I was listening to it. I said, I can't believe he's gone this heavy.
Wow, that much?
Yeah. I mean, this is just so much heavier than anything he's ever done in the past. And it's an EP. Supposedly part two's coming. I don't know if the other half is going to be in the same vein, but almost thought there's, I think, 6 songs on this. They're all in that same heavier vein, with the exception of maybe one ballady type song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. He's definitely one of the most talented singers on the scene today. I can't think of anybody else that's got a voice like he does that is doing this type of music. And it's a great song.
Yeah, he's kind of truly unique in the current landscape in terms of what's with, and you would call him kind of in the mainstream, but like I said at the start, rock isn't necessarily in the mainstream, but it certainly finds its audience. Tons of bands have been like that, even when rock was at its height. I don't know, did Judas Priest ever get played on the radio? I don't think so.
Back in the day, not so much. They do now.
Yeah, okay, fair point. Just this song, I was kind of with you. I watched Lee's video, and the way this one kind of opens up, it was almost, I thought, okay, this kind of, it's a bit ballady. Sounds like which we've talked about tons of times before. I'm not against, and I'll be cool with that. But it starts off so slow and soft, like I said, like almost like a ballad, but then gets so heavy in the chorus, and I went, oh my God, he just goes for it. Yeah. You think you're getting one thing, and then you get a completely something else, and he goes through. He's like a rocket. He just goes off. Yeah. His voice is unbelievable. The incredible lead guitar work by, I think their lead singer's Josh Steely, I think his name is. Their current lead guitarist. Some great guitar work. Like I said, his voice is a treat. The guitar work is a treat. The fact that the song goes from one thing to another is a treat.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though is, and I don't know if you got this, it feels a tad overproduced.
Yeah, it's very slick. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Very slick. There's just a couple of little. I don't know where their instincts were on it. Maybe it goes back to something what you were saying, where perhaps maybe just chasing the charts a little bit. I just think if they'd left this, I'd love to hear the raw cut of this song before it got too overproduced, because I think if they just left it a bit more gritty and just ground it in that kind of hard rock sound that they're going for on it, I think it could have been better.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's definitely got a lot of production, but going back to, you were talking about the intro, it definitely starts out slow, but even right when it started, now I was watching the actual video, and it's kind of a dark video, and I just instantly knew. I said, okay, this is going somewhere. Yeah, I didn't have any illusions that it was going to be a ballad the whole song. In my mind, I said at any point now it's gonna break out, and when it did, I just like I said, I wasn't expecting him to go that heavy. But
Oh, you went all out. You watched the whole visual experience
oh
of it
yeah,
as well because
yeah,
you found it on YouTube
yeah, yeah,
after, I kind of had Lee's video on in the background and I was pottering about my day with Lee in my ear. So I
yeah,
didn't actually watch I didn't watch the video.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
see the video. I just had my phone down and my AirPods in.
Yeah, as you're
So,
watching the video, for the first time, you can tell this is going somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's gonna, go to the next level, but you could feel it building, and when it did, like I said, he roars like a lion, and
yeah.
he's just an incredible talent. His talent is truly God given. I mean, he's got a voice like I want I want to read something here.
Go on.
Part of the part of the reason I'm doing this just because I want to show you this book again. Uh,
Bring it on.
and bear with me here. But back in 1983, this was written about Steve Perry. And now I'm not comparing Steve Perry and Chris Daughtry because they're two totally different singers. But it said he can sing with all the fury of a hurricane or seduce an audience with a passionate ballad. I think that sums up Chris Daughtry in modern times. Uh, his voice is so strong; it's identifiable. He's a breath of fresh air in the modern rock world, where over the last 20, even 30 years, a lot of the singers just have that whiny ass, droning kind of voice. Daughtry can sing anything. He could be in any genre he wanted to be. Uh, he's just an incredible talent.
Yeah, I love the song that they had called "Home" a few years ago, which
Yeah,
was quite
yeah,
which was a ballad. But then you were talking about that he can sing anything, and with a Steve Perry connection as well. Because only last year, I think they got
yeah,
about 10 or 15 million
yeah,
views on the Separate Ways video he did with Lizzie Hale from the band
yeah,
Hailstorm.
yeah,
Um, Fuck me, he goes for it in that song as well. Like he makes that song harder than it ever was.
yeah.
That song was I don't know, was it a hard rock song for the time? Probably not. Like, but it was it was upbeat for Journey,
It was
let's say.
bordering on it, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Um, but he just took that to a different level in terms. So the juxtaposition of being able to sing songs like "Home" and then songs like "Separate Ways" or this new song, "The
Yeah,
Dam," he can go to the stratosphere if he wants to. I
yeah,
think you're right. I think he has it all.
yeah. That's what made me think of that connection was that remake of Separate Ways, and that quote about Perry just it popped into my mind. I said that pretty much sums up Chris Daughtry over the last 20 years. His voice
Yeah.
is
Now,
so identifiable, but it doesn't matter whether he's doing the slower stuff like you say or stuff like the Dam. I mean, he sounds great doing it.
yeah.